What up, guys? I'm your man Grizzle, and welcome back to another episode of Gamers Who Don't Know Shit. Today I'm going to show you how you can change your bearings on a Whirlpool Cabrio washer. Alright guys, first step you want to do is take you some tape and tape your lid down, because you're going to be moving this bitch around a lot and you don't want the glass to break. Second step, to lift this lid up here, you're going to come around the back and you're going to take these two, the top two, this one and this one right here, this one. Take those out, and then this whole top will slide forward and lift up. Alright guys, first step, you're going to come over here to the back. You're going to take this cable clamp off, pull that cable out, and then on these top piece here, it's held on by little clamps on the side, and it just pops right off. You're just going to reach underneath there, find the clip, it's going to pop right off. Bop, 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 take them off. Alright guys, once you got the top piece off, as you can see, you're going to come down here, right here on this agitator, and there's a little lip right here. You're going to pop this off. Bang. Just like that. That top piece off. You're going to take this screw out right here. Alright guys, once you got that bolt out, which is an 11 millimeters, that's what I used, this agitator is going to pop right out. Maybe. Don't make a liar out of me, you bitch. Just like that. Okay, once you got that out, go ahead and set that aside. Now you got another cap down here. It's got 6 Phillips screw heads right here. Go ahead and take all those out, and this cap's going to pop right off too. Alright, once you got those screws out, guys, just go ahead and take that off. You got a little gear right there that goes around the shaft. That's going to come right out as well. Take this washer off as well with it. Then you're going to set those to the side. And then everything that's in the drum has been taken apart. Alright guys, now that you got all that stuff out of the bottom, you're going to go ahead and take the drum out. Now, this can be hard depending on how many times you've done it. Mine shouldn't be that hard. I should be able to just get up here and pull it out, because I've done this before. But there's a little trick where you can use a jack and a 2x4, put it up against these lips here, and jack it out of there. But you guys have to look that up. I'm not showing you that shit. Alright guys, now that you got the drum out of the washing machine, you can see how this shaft is exposed. You're going to want to get the nuts and get the shaft and the bearings all out. So what you're going to have to do is you lean your washing machine up against something and get up underneath of it, and I'll show you how to do the rest. Alright, now we're underneath. This is your little rotor. It's got magnets on the inside, so it's going to want to stick. It's pretty heavy, but you're going to take an Allen key here, undo this, and this is going to drop right out. Alright, once you got that rotor off, you're going to get right here to your stator motor. Looks like an old Iron Man chest piece. There's 4 screws, or 4 bolts here. Take those off. It's got a shield underneath, and then this whole motor is going to fall off. Alright guys, once you get the stator out of the way, the guard's going to come down with it. Go ahead and just set that to the side. Some people unplug it, you can do what you want. I already loosened this little bolt up right here a little bit. There we go. Go ahead and take this off like that. That's what you got. Now you're going to take a hammer and hit this up into the tub, okay? And then put the washer back down on its feet, and then we'll go up top. Alright guys, here's your drive shaft. I knocked it loose. Go ahead and grab it with a rag. It's going to be greasy as shit. So that's it right there. Alright, now is when we're going to get the bearings out. Alright, we're going to take this rod right here and we're going to bang that bottom bearing out. Then we're going to go back underneath and knock the top bearing out. And then it's all about putting everything back together. Alright guys, the bottom seal is out. The bottom bearing, sorry. I place it right over here. That's your spacer tube that's going to fall out along with that washer. There may be a little bit of grease and stuff here, so you want to wipe that down, and then go ahead and do the same thing with this little thing right here, and go ahead and hammer the top bearing out. Alright, that top bearing is out now, right there. This one's a little messed up, so we're going to have to clean this up pretty good. It looks like a lot of water got down into those bearings, so that makes sense that it sounds like a damn aircraft taking off. But clean this up, and then you're going to put your new bearing down in there, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. Alright, I got it pretty much cleaned up. I went ahead and set the bearing in there. And now you're going to want to use this tool right here to put it in. You're going to take this piece off here, the nut and this washer down, and you're going to set it in there just like this, and then we're going to lift it back up. You're going to want that turn piece to hit right there so it tightens and compresses these bearings. So this is what it looks like without the bottom press and washer and everything. You're going to set it in here just like this, and make sure that that hits right there, because that's what's going to be used as the pressure to tighten it. Okay. Alright, first guys, take your spacer tube, slide that in there. Here's the next washer here. Slide that on there. Then the new bearing slides up in there like so. Okay, just like that. Then you slide the bottom piece of this on there, of the actual tool, then the washer, then the nut. Just like that. Now all you do is tighten that nut down, and the bearings compress into the tub there. Alright, and that's what it looks like, guys. Right here, I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me zoom in a little bit. You should have about that much space on the bottom all the way around of the bottom washer bearing right here. Now we're going to go back up top, take everything out, and put the shaft back in. Alright, we got both the new bearings in. Now it's time to put the drive shaft back in. You want that lip right there to sit flush right on top. It should slide all the way down in there. Mine did not. If not, grab yourself a piece of wood, lay it over top, hit the wood with a hammer so you don't damage the top here of the shaft. And then you go back underneath and reinstall everything that we already took apart. Alright guys, now go ahead and put your drive shaft nut back on here. You're going to want to tighten it as much as you can by your hand. Then you're going to grab it with some clamps and tighten it with a wrench, okay? Grab it down here so you don't mess these gears up, okay? Alright, once you got the bearings and everything in, you're going to come back down here and put this guard on with this stator. Don't forget the little washer plate here. Go ahead and put your screws back up in here and tighten those down. Alright, after you're done with that, you're going to put the rotor back on right here. Gonna have to get it in the right spot. Remember, this thing's got magnets on the back, so it's gonna want to stick. Once you're done, just take your Allen key, go ahead and tighten that back up once you get it back on here, okay? Alright guys, here's the little rubber grommet that's gonna go over top this here, and it's gonna stop the water from getting into the bearings. So what you're going to want to do is on the inside run a bunch of grease so that everything turns, and then on the outside we're going to run some adhesive on the bottom and then press it in and let it seep to the top. And I'll show you what it's like once I got all the grease and stuff in there. So there's all the grease on the inside here, just like so. Now I'm going to run some adhesive on the outside so that the water don't get in. So there's all the adhesive all the way around. I'm going to go ahead and put this down in there and show you what it looks like. Alright guys, I got it on there. What you're going to want to do Just take this little piece that comes with your kit that you buy to put the bearings in, and you're gonna smash it down in there with a hammer, rubber mallet. Take a rubber mallet so that you don't break this PVC. Alright guys, go ahead and put your gear back on there like that. Put the cap over top of it like so. Maybe, there we go. Put your screws back in there, and then you can put the agitator back on. Alright, once you got all the caps and gears screwed down, go ahead and put your agitator back on here. It's going to drop right in. Then you're going to put that screw on the top, right down there through the shaft, and tighten it down. Alright guys, go ahead and put your cap back down on there. Once you tighten that bolt down, it's just a push in. Go ahead and put your top plate on here, this top where all the detergent and stuff goes. Put that back down on there. Just pushes into place, and then put your tube back on there, and you are done. Close the lid, tighten it up, and you're good to go. Alright guys, that's pretty much how it's done. If you got any questions, go ahead and leave them down in the comment section. But don't forget to like my shit, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.